Hi, welcome into Radiance Brow Bar. My name is Diamond. I can take care of all of your eyebrow needs. What brings you in today? Okay. Well, I do see that you already have lovely eyebrows, so we are here to enhance your natural beauty. Did you want to do the tint as well as the grooming? Great, yes, we do have $10 off today. Excellent. Well, what I can do for you is, let me just take a peek here at your brows. They are pretty symmetrical, so we don't need to do too much there, but we can shape them up a bit. Then I'll go in with my scissors. Just kind of get rid of any of the extra hair, anything that doesn't fall into the lines that we want to tint. Then what I will do is place this lotion around where we don't want any stainage to get. So we'll shape your eyebrows with this, and then we will fill it in with the stain, all in between the white. What that will do is keep the lines perfect. We won't have any where it bleeds onto your skin. We don't want that. We want your eyebrows to look perfect, flawless, and that's what we will do. Now, what I need to do is just begin by brushing your eyebrows a little bit, but I am going to first put my gloves on. We want to keep our area very sanitary. We don't want to cross-contaminate. Now, are you wearing anything on your skin right now, or is it just barefaced? Okay, great. That's so. Now, do you have any allergies that you know of, such as to any dyes, lotions, anything that irritates your skin? Okay, alright. Well, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to first use the spoolie here on your eyebrows. Good. You have a very nice shape to your brows, by the way. Right here in the top. Alright. Now, which brow is your expression brow? For example, mine is this one right here. Whenever I talk, I always raise this eyebrow. Do you know which one yours is? Okay. Just want to make sure so that we map it out perfectly. That way when you make your expressions, your eyebrows don't go wonky and look weird. Mine, that happens to me sometimes lately. And then also, if you are interested, we do offer microblading. So I do recommend the tint at first. You can decide what shape fits you the best, what shape you like to see yourself have for eyebrows. Then if you find something you want to do more permanently, you can come back in and we can do some microblading for you. Yes. Now, what you'll notice is with the microblading, it is a little bit sore. This, you won't have any pain at all. But the microblading is a scalpel that makes small little incisions almost in your eyebrow, and the ink will go inside. Once it heals up, you'll have permanent ink. Very similar to a tattoo. And it is basically the same effect, but you do have to get them touched up, and it's a little bit high maintenance depending on your schedule. It's not for everyone, but a lot of people like it very much. So it's just an option. Now what I would like to do is just go in and pluck out a couple little stray hairs. I see there's not too many. Sorry, I know under here can be like a little bit painful. Trust me, I understand. It's right under that area, especially the closer you get down to your eyelid. Oh, it's the worst. A little bit right there in the front. There we go. Let's just get these couple little stragglers in the back over here. Alright, I think that'll do. Now I just want to show you the two different brushes I'm going to use. This is going to be the first brush, and what this one will do is we're going to outline the lotion with this one. Then after that, we are going to fill in with this angled brush here. And it also has the spoolie so we can fade out the inner boxiness. We don't want to have boxy brows today because the tint is very harsh, and if we keep it without blending it in, it might just be a little bit too rough. Now, unless that's the look you're going for, if you like the boxy brows, that's totally okay. But I just want to do whatever I think is going to fit your facial features the best. Okay, well, thank you for trusting me with your eyebrows. So let's see. These are the Vanity Planet brushes, or this one is, and it is absolutely amazing for doing this type of job. So what I'm gonna do, tell me a little bit about how you like your arches. Do you like them pointed? Do you like them round? I personally wear mine pretty round. Once in a while I do a little bit of a point, but not always. Okay, well, let me just measure from the corner of your nose here to the end of your brow. Alright, so I'm just gonna put a little right there. And again, okay. That'll be where we will end your tinting. Okay, so I'm gonna start by going right under here, and I'm just mapping out your brows a little bit. And we can always adjust this if needed. Don't worry about that. The simple part is adjusting them, like I said, if it's needed. And on top here, so what I'm doing is almost the same type of thing if you were to put concealer on your eyebrows before you fill them in. Personally, I do my eyebrows first and then I do the concealer, but some people are different. I've seen many people actually put concealer on first and then they do what I'm doing for you right now. They'll put the concealer on, make it the shape they want, then go in with the brow pencil, brow pomade, and fill it in. It's so cool. So I tried it. Can't do it. But I can do it on my clients when I'm doing their brow tinting. So maybe it's just I can't do it on myself. Kind of funny, I know. Alright, and now I'm going to come in a little bit on these inner edges. We want to make sure that these are really crisp because that's where people notice the most on your brows. They'll look at you right here in the forehead like you have 3 eyes. Unless you do have 3 eyes, well then, that's okay too. Alright, so we'll just do a little bit more here. And then we can do your tinting. Just a little bit more. I know it seems like we're never going to get done with the lotion. But the more precise we get this, the more crisp your eyebrows will be. And that's what we want. Perfect. Now I will show you. Again, we're going to be using this brush. And this is the tint that we will be using right here. This will go on pretty dark. What happens is once this goes on your skin will activate it. And it's actually a pretty quick process from there. I just have to apply it very evenly and very precisely. We don't want to go over any of that lotion because then what will happen is this will bleed into your skin and you won't have a pristine eyebrow. So I will be going back and forth with the lotion and the dye, and that's just to make sure we keep it very crisp. That's all. So you don't do anything, you just relax. I'm going to be starting at the tail end of your eyebrows, applying the most product because that's the darkest part of our brows. So let's go ahead and start this. And we'll give you a nice pointed tail. And you will love these brows. I can tell right now just by looking at them that they are very, very well suited for your face. Especially the shape, not too much of an arch, but just a little bit, enough to spice it up a little bit, right? Now, of course, if you wanted to fill in your eyebrows at all with either a brow pencil or a pomade, say you're going out and you want a really dramatic look, you can use that right on top of this. The tinting will not come off and it won't hurt anything. That is one benefit to doing the tinting, is you can do your makeup over it if you need. So I'm just going to start bringing this in towards the middle. And then once we get to the inner middle part right here, I'm going to be using an extremely light hand and also the spoolie because we're going to blend that out for you and make it very even and blended and beautiful. Couldn't think of the proper word. It's one of those days today. Now let me go ahead and touch up a couple of these little spots here. Again, just with this lotion. I'm just going to clean it up as if this lotion was concealer. But it's not. But it could be. So we're going to touch up just these few areas here to make the tint very, very crisp. Good. Now I'm going to bring that in towards the middle. And here's where I'm going to be very, very delicate. And I'm going to take the spoolie and rub that to make it a little bit better blended. Good. Same thing on the other side with just a minimal amount of product on the brush. Okay, and rub that out. we're trying to make that transition between the darker part of the brow and the inner part very seamless, as if it's just natural. The inner parts of our brows are the lightest, and then of course it gets darker, so we're just trying to mimic that same effect. Now what I'm gonna do is do a couple little strokes just like this, right on the front, to give you the impression that you have little pieces of hair, alright? So, good. And then just gonna clean those little pieces up one last time with the brush to make sure that they're just as long and wide as your top and bottom tint. Good. These are lovely. Okay. Now what we have to do is just gotta sit for maybe a minute. It doesn't take too long. These soak in very quickly. Like I said, as soon as they touch the skin, it just starts to activate. So you will just need to sit for just a minute. And I will get the tweezers ready. It's funny because what I notice that happens a lot is once you tint the brows, you'll just take a look and you'll notice all these little pieces of hairs that stick out because you don't notice them before for some reason. I guess maybe because they get darker or just with a different color brow on top, and you just have to pluck them out. For some reason, they just want to stick around. But that's the easy part. So we'll get ready to do that. Now also, with the type of dye that I used, you are able to wash your face later this evening. You don't have to wait. It's okay to get your face wet. That will not cause any issues. I don't want you to be worried about that. You won't have any problem. Now what I'm gonna do here is just start to wipe off the product and get it on my gloves at the same time. But I'm just gonna wipe gently and just look at the color. Yeah, that's perfect for you. Alright, now let me get these couple pieces of hair. Lay your brows down so I can see what I'm doing, right? Alright, now let's see. Not too many, just a couple that need to be taken off. That should do it. One more right here. Good. Now you can turn around and look at the finished result of your new brows. What do you think? Do you like them? Good. Yeah, you see what we did with just a little bit of an arch, nothing too dramatic, perfect for bare face, natural makeup looks, everyday makeup looks, even dramatic, but like I said, if you're wanting to add a little bit more of an arch to make it more dramatic for a night out, date night, anything like that, feel free. You won't ruin anything. Yes, you will be perfectly fine with that. I am very thrilled that you like them. Now I do want to let you know, these brows should last you, the tinting should last 3 to 4 weeks. I do have a guarantee that if they don't last, you come back in and I will retint them for you free of charge because I want only the best quality for my clients. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you love your brows. You deserve it. They look awesome. If you have any issues, please don't hesitate to call me. Any questions, concerns, again, call me. I will be more than happy to answer your questions. But for now, just enjoy your new gorgeous brows. Alright, perfect. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.